Greetings, free thinkers. Welcome to the Hoggcast. How are you doing today? I hope you're doing fine. I certainly am. Okay, what do we have for you on today's episode? We have for you another good couple of clips to watch with my stellar, utterly stellar commentary and response to it. Now, we've got a clip, one from Australia actually, and this one here from California in the United States. Now, people are flipping out. People have had enough of, excuse me, the mini tyrants. They had enough of the face cloth tyrants. That's exactly what they are. And people are getting angry. People are seeing one thing and being told another. And they're not having it anymore. People are taking the opinion that they've been far too generous with people who are not generous with them. That's this here. This is a store in California. We're going to get into that. So after that, the second clip we have in Australia, news reporters are trying to pave the way for the gullible public and trying to butter the public up for the idea of a vax passport. Now, in the Bible, you will know that they often talk about in the last days, you won't be able to trade, you won't be able to go here, there, or do anything unless you have the mark of the beast on you. That kind of looks like what this is with vax passports, but that's just my opinion. I'm just giving you my opinion. So without further ado, let's get into this video. But if you haven't yet, please like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and share this video around. That'll help me stay competitive with the likes of CNN and MSNBC, because independent commentary channels are sectioned off and hidden from the public. So I need you to subscribe and share to help this channel grow. Okay, let's go. Right, so let's get into this first clip from California.
China. CBS is working with China. Do not ever touch us. What you do is illegal and against Constitution.
Anyways, where's the coffee? I need the coffee. Where's the coffee on? I want the coffee on.
We are here on free shopping and CBS customer service attacked me.
So what's happening here is you've got two opposing sides. It could be kind of considered like the English Civil War, although I know this is in America. English Civil War, you had the Royalists and the Roundheads, or the Roundheads and the Cavaliers are referred to, the Royalists and the Parliamentarians. Here you have those all with face coverings and those without face coverings. Now, the ones who got attacked by the others, you probably don't need me to tell you that the people doing the attacking were the ones with the face coverings. Something about the whole Rona situation has led people to believe that if you have a face covering and you see someone who hasn't, you have some sort of instant right to do something to them. It's just not only counterproductive, but it's downright ridiculous. What gives you the right to do? And the thing is, you're saying, they'll say that, oh, you're spreading this, you're a spreader, you're putting me at risk. But why is it, if they're putting you at risk, why is the first thing you do is to rush at them and invade their personal space? Why would you do that? Anyway, take one more look.
China. CBS is working with China. Do not ever touch us. What you do is illegal and against Constitution.
Anyways, where's the coffee? I need the coffee. Where's the coffee on? I want the coffee on.
We are here on mask-free shopping and CBS customer service attacked me. Do not ever freedom!
So that there is the look of a beaten man. He knows he's a sheep. He knows he's a fool. He knows he's beaten. Look at that down look, dejected look. He is beta male. He is a follower, not a leader. He is a sheep, really, and he's angry. He's angry at them for showing him what he really is, because in his head he probably thought he was a hero. But he's also angry at himself because he is not really a man. He's not really he's probably a Democrat voter. He's probably one of these #resist people. He's probably someone who thinks he's all about liberty because he's a liberal. But in this moment, when he has people who he's just attacked in his face shouting freedom, I think he's finally realised what side of the divide he is really on. And we've been saying this all the time. Next we have the Australian clip in which they try to roll the idea of vax passports in glitter for the people. You know, the person in the clip you saw a moment ago, the man, the beta male man, he's the type that'll buy into this.
Back on the cards with plans to implement a vaccination certificate for anyone wanting to move in or out of Australia. We'll go live to our political reporter Emma LaRouche in Canberra. Emma, good morning to you. What does this mean for hotel quarantine?
Good morning, Davina. Well, hotel quarantine arrangements are likely to remain in place for some time. One reason for this is that we don't know how effective a vaccine will be at preventing the transmission of COVID. The federal government is considering...
Why would you get it then? That's just, I'm not saying don't get it. I'm not saying anything like that. I'm just asking a question. That's if I'm still allowed to ask questions. I know people, I know the powers that be, they don't want you asking questions. You know that and I know that. But if it's not effective, why?
An international immunisation certificate for overseas visitors and returning Australians, as well as alternate quarantine arrangements, excuse me, if it is safe to do so.
Yeah, I should imagine that sticks in your throat.
It will take a very long time to return to some sort of pre-COVID normal, and a vaccine isn't.
So they've said it's going to take a very long time to return to... Listen, it's not going to. They don't want it to. They don't want to go back to normal. We are living in the end days. This is the mark of the beast, and if you want to trade, if you want to move from here, there, or anywhere, you're going to have the mark of the beast on you.
A silver bullet.
There's still a high probability that even when we're vaccinated, we may get silent or symptom-free COVID, and we then might be able to theoretically pass it on to others.
I think it's important to stress no decision.
If it's symptom-free, if I'm going to pass on something that's symptom-free, and if you get it and it's symptom-free, why do you have to worry about it? I mean, somebody tell me, why do you have to weigh something that's symptom-free up against all of your personal liberties, all of your freedoms, and everything your forefathers fought and died for? Which one weighs the most when you put them on the scales next to each other? Tell me that.
It's been made here at this stage, but if it can be proven that those vaccinated do not spread the disease and are safe, then sure, let's try and get back to as normal as possible.
The federal government says mandatory hotel quarantine and regular testing are still considered the best way to deal with people arriving from overseas. States and territories would also have to sign off on any changes, as they are responsible for hotel quarantine programs. And health experts have warned that we're going to need a very high take-up of the vaccine here before any significant changes could be made. We're still waiting for a vaccine to be approved. A rollout is expected to begin in March, with the aim of having all Australians who want to be vaccinated covered by the end of October. Davina?
Emma LaRouche live in Canberra, thank you.
It just never stops, does it? It just progresses on to the next thing all the time. I remember, I'm old enough to remember when it was just 14 days to stop the spread, and it just snowballed from there. Now, it's gone from 14 days to stop the spread all the way to having the mark of the beast tattooed on your damn body. You can't go anywhere. You can't trade. You can't do this. You can't do that. I can't remember the exact quote, but it's in the Bible. I can't remember which book of the Bible it's in. But it's apparently after the rapture, when all of the good people have gone. After the rapture, I believe it's called, and all of the good people have gone off, and all that's left are these demons in human form. And many people who aren't bad but aren't quite good enough to make it up into paradise. So they're stuck lingering on an earth where that's just full of sin. Full of sin. And is governed by the sinful, who punish those without sin, or those with as little sin as possible. It just snowballs further and further. And I'll tell you what worries me, is that there are a lot of people complicit in wanting the normalisation of the society we find ourselves in right now, and how quick it's happened. Normalisation's a bad thing. Normalisation is going to put us in a situation where people just don't want personal freedoms back. People will just be used to not building relationships, and people will be used to walking with a muzzle, and people will be used to just not communicating with each other in the way that we used to. That's what worries me. But we'll have to wait and see. Anyway, thank you for watching. Let me know what you think in the comment section below about all this, both clips, Australia and in California in the United States. If you haven't yet, please like, subscribe, hit the notification bell and share this video around. That'll help me stay competitive with the likes of CNN and MSNBC, listen, they're on their side. They are on their side. I'm on your side. So share this video around, subscribe, give me and this channel some love. I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.